We got a massive new update and the return of the storyline challenges. Here we go, weekly storyline videos again. So we started the season by completely freeing the 0 point, letting it do whatever it wants to do and not be used anymore. Which this caused a massive tree to be created called the reality tree. I thought this tree was created by the 0 points energy leaking, but if you look closely, the pulsing lines are actually going from the tree to the 0 point, making me think that this tree has connected itself to the 0 point to use its energy. And the roots of this tree being spread around the map, with the first one being in the logjam. We now see that the reason why these roots were spread around the map is so they take over the POIs and send them back in time. So logjam now goes from Colossal to Wild West to Pirates and maybe even Coral Castle, but that one isn't added in the game yet. Another thing showing how the tree is actually sending the POIs back in time is these flowers around the place. If you look at the tree's energy around them, there is a blue line going counterclockwise through this like big clock looking circle, kind of showing to us how the tree is sending this location back in time. But do not worry about logjam being destroyed, since it has been rebuilt even better than before, with like new technologies looking way better and a new weapon chopping trees or whatever this gun is. And another tree root has actually been formed in Butter Barn, which next week we will see this location go back in time to the season 9 days. Such a good season that was, and I really wanted the new tilted back now that like tilted towers is destroyed. That's not gonna happen, but like I guess this is good enough. I don't know, I want new tilted back. And these are every location that the reality tree will send to the past, and I think these locations are chosen so the reality tree can take full control of the island from like all around it, making the whole world its own. So now starting with the weekly storyline challenges, now that the IO is no more and the island is free from them, Scientist helps the Loopers party, and he also wants us to destroy anything IO related, make the world free and safe again. Scientist is getting really scared of the tree, so he starts to study it and see what the hell is going on. And the reason why Scientist is scared is because if you remember the starting trailer of the season, at the start 0 point explodes once, and that explosion exactly is the reason why Scientist is so scared of what's going on right now. So he sends us to take some reality saplings so we can like study them, see what the hell is going on. And the first study is we go to different biomes and see if these saplings react to the different biomes, which from how these reality saplings give you different mythic weapons depending on the biome you're at, and these are everything information. If you want to get a mythic from this, you can go to one of these locations or biomes. So based on this, we do know that yes, the sapling seeds actually react to the biome they are at. Now because of this, Scientist gets even more worried and sends us to scan the reality tree and its roots.
Grab another scan for me, please. I'm training a new AI and...
From scanning them, we learn how the roots are actually sucking in the energy coming from the 0 point, and they're filled with the energy of the 0 point right now. Seen by how the roots are actually pulsating, kind of like sucking in something. No, not that kind of sucking. Don't you dare the brain. So the reality roots are sucking in an energy. We can actually see it. It's the blue lines going through them, which those blue lines are actually the energy of the 0 point. Scientist also talks about how the 0 point is doing its thing, but he actually hides what that thing exactly is. Him knowing what the 0 point is doing and hiding it from us means that it's something terrible, so he doesn't want us to get scared. So Scientist is now thinking about what if he uses a friend to connect and learn about the tree. And that friend is actually the Bush Ranger. From this, we get to learn how Bush Ranger is actually from the family group of the reality tree and the plants and everything like that. This is because how the seed of Bush Ranger, which is what creates him, looks way too similar to the seed of the plant things, like the reality plant or whatever. So we take Bush Ranger's seed, or maybe his child, I don't know how plants work, and we plant it near the reality tree, which this actually makes Bush Ranger see some visions.
Oh, you did? Let's see what you got. Darkness, darkness, big scary. Huh.
The explanation Bushranger gives us about this vision is darkness, darkness, and big scary. Or let's say in the ending of season 3's trailer we see a really dark place, basically like the darkness, and then a person at the middle, which that might exactly be the biggest scary Bushranger was talking about. Showing us how this person has full control on the reality tree right now and it's making the tree drain their 0 point energy for whatever the hell she wanna do. Then we started studying about the 0 points energy going through these colorful lines. And the scientist tells us how the 0 point is actually trying to talk to us through these. He also now thinks that maybe freeing the 0 point was a mistake, meaning he did something wrong. No, this does not mean that the 0 point is evil, but I think by freeing the 0 point, scientists allowed even more threats to take advantage of the 0 point. Threats like these plants consuming the energy of the 0 point and giving it to their queen or her, which I have made a full video on her, link in the description. And from this we learn how maybe the 7 should not let the 0 point be fully freed. Just like the IO, the 7 need to make a base around the 0 point, not letting any elemental being find a way to attach itself and use the 0 point's powers. But this base would be used to protect the 0 point, not abuse it unlike the IO one. And now in the third part of these challenges we see how Darth Vader finally has arrived in Fortnite with his spaceship, probably brought here because of last season's event. We can see Darth Vader flying at the start of every match, finding a spot to land at in the island with his mythic throwable lightsaber. He can also force throw things at you or even pull you to himself and like jump like a damn Hulk. I would say the coolest boss in Fortnite ever. He's awesome. There is also these stormtroopers with Darth Vader, which scientists really wants to try out their weapons, so he does. We grab one of those stormtrooper blasters and try it out, which I really think this might actually give the scientist some ideas for his own weapons to make, like inspired from this thing. Watch it happen. We also learn about a new assistant being built by the scientist, kind of like Siri or Jarvis but in Fortnite. And I know the 7 already had an assistant, which we actually heard her in the last season's event, but this one is actually a new one called Amy.
Hello, I am the scientist's artificial machine intelligence engine, Amy. I am the scientist's favorite.
The last assistant was just called a computer. I'm really happy they actually gave this one a good name. And I know she kind of sounds creepy, but I like it. Amy also thinks that she is scientist's favorite. Are these two in love or something? I don't know anymore. But she talks about the relic being in the hands of Darth Vader himself. And she sends us to take it away from Darth Vader, aka like kill him. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy to kill the strongest Jedi of all time. Took me like 50 damn matches. Damn you, Amy. That much pain just to find the relic and it was broken. My hurt. One more thing you need to know is how the visitor is actually leaving the 7 and someone else is replacing him. So click on this video on your screen to see exactly why visitor is leaving the 7 and who is gonna replace him.